What if I told you that a single check meant for silk suits and Parisian fashion was instead transformed into schools, teachers, and the future of an entire nation? This is not fiction. It is a true story. A story of two presidents, one wrapped in luxury, the other clothed in humility, and the decision of one man that exposed the heart of true leadership. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you may question everything you thought you knew about power, wealth, and integrity. Welcome to the Chronicles of Contents, your gateway to Africa's untold stories, timeless wisdom, and narratives that inspire the soul. If you love stories that challenge, uplift, and connect you to the deeper truths of our world, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and let's journey together. Africa, 1973, a continent full of hope, but also plagued by poverty, corruption, and broken promises. Yet, hidden in history is a story so powerful, so pure, that it could shame every corrupt leader alive today. This is the story of two presidents, one obsessed with power and luxury, and another who chose simplicity, sacrifice, and the people above himself. What would you do if you were given $5 million for yourself? Mauritania, 1973. One of Africa's poorest nations, its people survived by fishing, farming, and herding sheep. Its president, Moktar Ould Daddah, had led the country to independence from France. But despite his title, he lived like his people, modestly, simply, with no extravagance. Enter General Mobutu Sese Seko of Zaire, a man who loved power and style. Known for his leopard skin hat, his Parisian suits, his unmatched wealth. During 3 long days of meetings, Mobutu noticed something strange. President Moktar never changed his suit. Day 1, the same. Day 2, still the same. Day 3, unchanged. At first, Mobutu thought it was coincidence, but then it hit him. Moktar owned very few suits. He simply couldn't afford the luxury. Mobutu, the flamboyant general with endless riches, was face to face with a leader who had none. Yet Moktar carried himself with dignity, calm, and quiet strength. On the final day, as he prepared to leave Nouakchott Airport, Mobutu did something unexpected. He discreetly handed a check, $5 million to Mokhtar's secretary. Along with it, a list of addresses of Paris's most famous fashion designers. Mobutu hoped his host would finally buy himself the elegant suits he deserved. But when the secretary presented the gift, Moktar did something no one expected. He handed the check, not to a tailor, but to the Minister of Finance. That money, he said, belonged to the Mauritanian people, and with it, he built a school. Out of Mobutu's extravagant gift, Mauritania built the higher school for teacher training. At a time when illiteracy plagued the nation, Moktar knew education was the only weapon against poverty. One leader saw fashion, another saw the future. The gift meant for silk suits and polished shoes became bricks, chalkboards, and teachers who would shape generations. 5 years later, Mobutu made a stopover in Morocco on his way back from the United States. President Moktar invited him for a short visit to Mauritania. As Mobutu's motorcade drove through Nouakchott, he noticed banners lining the streets. "Thank you, Zaire. Thank you, Mobutu. Thank you for the gift." Mobutu was puzzled. He hadn't brought any gifts. He hadn't given anything this time. What could this mean? When he stopped at the school, he turned to Moktar and demanded, "What is this gift the people are thanking me for? I gave nothing. This is your gift. With the money you gave me 5 years ago, we built this teacher training school. Our people needed education, not fine suits." Mobutu was stunned. Overcome with emotion, he embraced Moktar and whispered, "If only the rest of Africa's leaders were like you, our continent would not be drowning in ignorance and poverty. I am paid by the state to serve. That gift was not mine. It belonged to the people. While they live in poverty, how can I dress in Parisian silk? Education is the only suit my people truly need." This true story is a gift to every thief who hides behind slogans of patriotism, yet steals from the poor. It is a reminder, power without integrity is empty, but integrity can change a nation. The finest suit a leader can wear is the trust of his people. Moktar Ould Daddah lived in a 3-room house, wore simple clothes, and refused luxury. But his legacy outlived palaces and diamonds. Mobutu had wealth beyond imagination, yet it is Moktar's name that history remembers with honor. This has been the Chronicles of Contents. If this story moved you, share it. Leave a comment with your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe, because the chronicles we tell here are more than stories. They are lessons. They are truth. They are the keys to shaping our future. The Chronicles of Contents, where the past speaks and the present listens.